Hello class 10th. In the last lecture, we have completed all the theory parts and we have seen the practice problem 1, 2 and 3. Now in this lecture, I have solved rest of all the practice problem means practice problem 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 with solution of one question from each practice problems. So let's see the solution. See the practice problem 5. Question says 40 gram of ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius is heated by a heater of power 250 watt such that water formed from it attains the temperature equal to the boiling point of water. For how long is heater switched on? Means asking about the timing, specific heat capacity of ice is given, latent of ice is given and the power of the burner is given, that is 250 watt or 250 joule per second, that is given here. So first of all I am drawing the diagram first and then given value. Remember my last lecture I said that minus at any temperature degree Celsius, minus temperature, this is ice, first changes to ice again at 0 degrees Celsius and final temperature is going on to the boiling point. So what I said, this ice 0 then will convert into water at 0 degrees Celsius, then it will convert to water at 100 degrees Celsius. See here, only talking about equal to boiling point of water. So it is the boiling point of water. So 1, 2, 3 steps are there. Now let's write the given value. This is 40 gram. So all of them will be 40 gram only. And the specific heat capacities are given. Here ice and ice, so specific heat capacity of ice we will take. And here specific heat capacity of water we will take. So I'm naming it with H1. Here H2 and H3. I have separated into 3 parts, that heat given H1 from this to this, heat given H2 from this to this, and H3 from this transition to this transition. So I'm going to calculate H1 is equal to mc theta rise. See here minus 10 to 0. Mass we know that 40 gram. Specific heat capacity of ice, that was 2 joule per gram given the question. And theta rise from 10 to 0 means 10. Then on solving 800 joule. This is H1. Now let's do the H2. For H2 you can see there is a state change. So only ml. Mass 40 gram. And specific latent heat of fusion is given in the question 340 joule per gram. So 13,600 joule. This is heat energy supplied for this. Now the last part, the H3. See mc theta rise, here temperature is rising, mass is still same 40 gram, specific capacity of water we know that 4.2, and theta rise see from 0 to going 100, so it is 100, 16,800 joule. So here it is taken 800 joule, here 13,600 and here 16,800 joule. So let's take the total, because the ice minus 10 degrees Celsius is going to change to water at boiling point. So total energy given. So total H is equal to H1 plus H2 plus H3. 800 plus 13,600 plus 16,800 makes 31200 joule. Who is giving this amount of, means who is supplying the heat energy? See here, the heated by heater of power. So power is given, the heat is given, we know that. Power is equal to work upon time. Work is what? This energy. So time is equal to work upon power. How much is the work? 31200 and the power 250 watt. On solving this, it will give you 124.8 seconds. This is the timing and this is the solution of this question. See the next practice problem 6. A vessel of mass 80 gram whose specific heat capacity is given contains 250 gram of water at 35 degrees Celsius. Calculate the amount of ice at 0 degrees Celsius which must be added to it. This is external part. So that the final temperature is 5 degrees Celsius. Specific latent heat of ice is given. So you can see here the substance 1 is vessel, second water and the third is ice. Means there are 3 substances. So when there are more than one substance, we will draw table. Let's draw. I have drawn the table for this question, chapter 4, pp6, question number 1, unit 2. Substances are, we have seen vessel hai, water and ice. Now let's fill their masses. Vessel 80 gram, water 250 gram, and ice mass we have to calculate. Now let's write the specific heat capacities. See here the specific capacity 0.8 for this vessel, 4.2 we know that for water, but here this is not the specific heat capacity, this is specific latent heat of the mass. Now let's write the initial temperature. Water has initial temperature 35 and ice at 0. Of vessel it is not given, but I said that the water is contained in vessel, so whatever the temperature of water will be there of the vessel, so 35 degrees Celsius of vessel also. Final temperature the given in the book, that is 5 degrees Celsius. Now let's write the theta rise and theta fall. This is from 35 going to 5, so theta fall it is, so 35 minus 5 gives 30 degrees Celsius. Same for this also, theta fall 30 degrees Celsius. And for this is going from 0, this ice will go to form first water at 0 degrees Celsius. Then it will have theta rise of 0 to 5 means 5 degrees Celsius. So first we have to calculate this part, then we will go for this part. So theta fall and theta fall are, there are two steps. So I have written heat given by vessel, means these two are giving heat given by vessel, mc theta fall. Mass of vessel 80, specific heat capacity 0.8, and theta fall is of 30. Gives you 1920, means this vessel is giving this amount of heat energy. Now one more thing, water, same way like vessel, heat given by water, mc theta fall. Mass of water is 250 gram, specific heat capacity of water 4.2, and theta fall is of 30 degrees Celsius. Let's calculate, which makes 31,500 joule. So these two are who they given who were giving the heat. Now let's see the heat absorbed by ice first to melt. See here, heat absorbed by ice first to, it will melt first because the final temperature is 5. So ice will first melt and then it will go to 5. So heat absorbed by melting. So ml, we don't know the mass, so we will write m only, and we know that the L is given 340. So right here 340 means it becomes 340 m. Now what? Heat absorbed by water formed from ice. Listen this. Here is also water and this is also forming water. So we have to differentiate both type of water. For this we will write only water, and for this we will write heat absorbed by water formed from ice. See what I have written? Heat absorbed by water formed from ice to attain 5 degrees Celsius. Simply the temperature is rising, so mc theta rise. So mass of water we don't know. Which water? The water formed from ice. We know the amount of water which is contained in vessel, that is 250 gram, but we don't know the amount of ice which is melting. So this water is formed from ice, so we don't know this mass of this water. Okay, see this water, water formed from this ice, we don't know the mass of this, but its specific capacity will be same as simple water, and the theta rise from 0 it is going to 5 degrees Celsius. So this comes to 21 m. Now see, these two means ice to melt and form from ice, water form from, these two are getting heat energy and these two are giving heat energy. So what we will write? By the principle of chemistry. I always say that you have to write in the full form, that by the principle of chemistry, heat given by these and heat absorbed by those two. So let's write. So you can see here heat given by the vessel and then water containing the vessel, and heat absorbed by ice to melt and heat absorbed by ice to attain 5 degrees Celsius. On summing up, this will come, or this one. On further solving, the value of m will be 92.576 gram. This is the answer for this question. Next question, practice problem 7. First one, a metal ball of mass 0.5 kg and at 900 degrees Celsius placed in a block of ice, till it attains the temperature of ice, means 0 degrees Celsius. If the specific heat capacity of metal ball is this, calculate the amount of ice which melts. Take specific latent of ice is this. I want to show you what is the diagram for this. See this diagram. This metal, this is the ice cube, suppose at 0 degrees Celsius, and this is the ball at 900 degrees Celsius is placed on this ice block. So what amount of ice will melt? We have to calculate this. Let's see. Here it is written that the till it attains the temperature of ice, means final temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. So I have written here heat given by ball to attain 0 degrees Celsius, because this ball will cool down and it will attain 0 degrees Celsius. So from 900 to 0, so means temperature is falling, so mc theta fall. Mass of ball is 0.5. Specific heat capacity of ball, see this is in kg, so specific capacity is also given in kg. So see here, the mass is in kg and the specific heat capacity of ball is also in kilogram. I said both must have same unit. So here it is as, and the theta fall from 900 it is falling up to 0. So directly we can write 900 is the fall. So this is the amount of heat energy given by this ball. And who is absorbing? The ice. How much part? We don't know. Let m mass is melted. Let m gram of ice, let m gram of ice melts. So heat absorbed by this ice to melt, H is equal to ml, very easy. How much heat it will absorb? Mass we don't know. L, this is if I'm considering the mass is in kg, so we will write, see here it is given how much, 34 into 10 power 4 joule per kilogram. So we will write 4 into 10 to the power 4 joule per gram it is. So total comes 0. This is in kilogram, joule per kilogram, kilogram cancelled. So total answer joule. So this amount of high heat given by this ball and this amount of high heat is absorbed by the ice. So by the principle of calorimetry they must be equal. So by the principle of calorimetry, heat given by ball is equal to heat absorbed by ice to melt. So this will be there. So m is equal to 382500 divided by 34 and 4 zeros. On further solving, it gives 1.25. So here see what we had considered. We had considered that this mass in kilogram, that is why this was the specific latent heat. So this answer will be also in kilograms. Here it ends. Now see the practice problem 8, question 1. 30 watt immersion heater just keeps 600 gram of molten metal at its melting point. Means it is in means it's in liquid form. The heater is switched off. So now what will happen? This liquid form will change to solid form because the switch off, and the temperature starts falling after 6 minutes. Means till 6 minutes it was changing its state. Till 6 minutes. In the 6 minutes it was changing its state. It was in molten state at melting point. After 6 minutes it will become solid. Calculate a specific latent heat of fusion of the metal. So that's why I will use, I am first writing the given value. See from the question, power of the heater 30 watt, mass 600 gram in molten state, time 6 minutes means 360 seconds, and specific latent heat of this we have to calculate this molten not this one, imagine just keep the 600 molten metal. We have to find the specific latent heat of this metal. So in 6 minutes, as it was taking heat, at with the power of 30 watt. 30 watt means 30 joule per second. It was taking 30 joule per second. Same way, when it will switch off, it will radiate, this molten metal will radiate every second 30 joule. So how much time? For 6 minutes. So heat emitted, how much time? In 6 minutes. Let's calculate. See here, heat given out by molten metal in 6 minutes. So power is equal to work upon time. Work is heat here. So heat is equal to power into time. So power is 30 watt and the time is 360. So how much? 0, 0, 3, 6, 18, carry 1, 3, 3, 9 and 10. This amount of heat energy is emitted from this ball. And in this time, in 6 minutes, it was changing to solid, means it was changing state. So again, I'm writing heat given out to change the state in 6 minutes, that is ml. We have to calculate the L. We know the mass, how much? 600 gram. So let's write the heat given out will be using this also. So m into L is equal to 10800. M is 600 gram. So remember this is in gram. So a value of L will be also in gram unit. So 800. So value of L is equal to 10800 upon 600. This implies L is equal to 18. The unit of joule is there, joule. See, this was in joule and this was in gram. So joule per gram. This is the solution for this question. See the practice problem 9, question 1. 500 gram of water at 60 degrees Celsius contains in a vessel of negligible heat capacity, means we no need to write the mass of vessel. First thing, not mass is given, and second thing, it's having negligible heat capacity. Into this, water is added at 400 degrees Celsius of ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Means in this water, ice is added. How much? 400 gram ice is added in this water. Calculate the amount of ice which does not melt. Out of this 400 gram, we have to calculate which does not melt. So first of all, we will calculate how much it was melted using this water. Means this amount of heat energy given to this amount of ice. So which amount we have calculated? We have to calculate that what amount of ice is melted. Then we can subtract from 400 gram, and we'll calculate what amount of ice which does not melt. So clearly it is seen that heat given by this water, it is absorbed to melt some amount of ice. I'm going to write that. From the question, it is also clear that the amount of ice is more enough to make all the water at 0 degrees Celsius. That is why some amount of ice is still left there. So I have written here heat given by water which is at 60 degrees Celsius to attain 0 degrees Celsius. So it is falling. So how much amount of water is there? 500 gram. Specific heat capacity, we know that 4.2. Theta fall from 60, it is coming to 0. So 60. So it comes 126,000. This amount of heat given by this water. And now let's calculate M amount, because the whole ice is not melting. So let M amount of ice is melted by absorbing this. Let M gram ice is melting, so is equal to M. M we don't know. The specific latent heat is given in the question, 336. Let's fill here, 336 joule per gram. And now by the principle of chemistry, heat given by this is absorbed by this. Heat given by water is heat absorbed by ice to melt. Or M is equal to this. On solving, you will get M is equal to, on solving this, you will get 375 gram ice melts. So in the question, it was asking what? Amount of ice which does not melt. Total amount of ice was 400 grams. So what you will write? Amount of ice which does not melt. Total amount of ice and melted ice. It comes 25. This is the solution of this. Last practice problem 10. Question 1 says a vessel of negligible heat capacity contains 1000 gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Into it is poured 100 gram of water at 100 degrees Celsius. What would be the resultant of this end of this experiment? If this word is written in the question, it means this is not sure that ice is more or water is more. First of all, we have to calculate the heat given by this heat given by this water and heat absorbed by ice. Then we will compare who is more. Suppose ice, which is taking energy, is more. It means the amount of this will give the energy. And suppose this amount of energy is less. It means some ice is still left. So first we have to calculate the heat energy given by water and absorbed by ice both. Then we will compare first. See here. I have written here the heat given by, absorbed. Heat absorbed by ice to melt at 0 degrees Celsius. Clearly, what? ml. What amount of mass of ice? See here, 1000 gram and value of L 336. Let's write here 1000 gram into 336, total 336,000 joule. Now heat given by 100 degrees Celsius of water, means the water is falling from 100 to 0, means mc. Theta fall is here. Mass of water is 100 gram. Water is specific capacity 4.2, and theta fall from 100, it is coming 0. So 100. So it comes 42,000, means 42,000. And here 3,36,000 it is here, means this amount of energy is more enough and this is less. Means if suppose this energy is given to ice, so total ice will not melt, some ice will be left there. So instead of taking 1000, we will take what? Let m gram ice melts. So as 42,000 is less than 3,36,000 joule, so let m gram ice melts. Now we will calculate the heat absorbed by m gram ice to melt only. See this is equal to ml. We don't know the mass, but we know the specific latent heat, which is 336. We are considering that the mass in gram. So this amount of heat absorbed and this amount of heat given must be equal using principle of calorimetry. Heat given by water, heat absorbed by ice to melt. Heat given by water at 100 to come to 0 degrees Celsius was 42,000 joule, and heat absorbed by ice to melt m gram, m into 336, or m is equal to this, or m is equal to 125 gram, because this was in joule per gram, joule cancelled, only gram is there. So this amount of ice is melt. So what was the question? See here, question was what would be the result of the at the end of experiment. What you will write? You will write here 875 gram of ice doesn't melt and the final temperature is 0. This is the answer and this will be the final result of experiment. Here I'm ending this session. In the next lecture we will discuss about the new chapter, the refraction of light. So if you have any problem in the chapter 4, you can put some queries. Till then, thank you, be safe and take care.